I'm not straight. An opener to this video that may sound very weird, but I'm going into this with no script, and I just wanted to really get this off my chest. I have 2 older siblings, 1 brother and 1 sister, and I'm the youngest. Both my parents are in their late 40s, and my dad is now 50. Growing up, I never had any doubt in my mind of sexualities. My sister was gay, and since she is 7 years older than me, I didn't think it would be hard to come out. One day when I was in about 5th grade, I realized I liked girls, and I thought it would be okay. I came home that day excited to tell my mother that I'd figured out I was a lesbian, and I found her crying. She was upset because she realized that my sister was gay. She wouldn't get the homecoming experience of dressing my sister in pretty outfits and seeing her marry the boy of her dreams. It's when I kind of realized I was still alone, even with a role model in my life. When I was asked in 5th and 6th grade if I was gay, I told my mom and my sister no, because I didn't want to disappoint them. I wanted to be the little girl who grew up and married the man of their dream. And then I liked a guy. First I was excited, and then it just got me confused. I didn't know you could like 2 people at once. Again, the only gay person I knew was a full lesbian, never bisexual or pan person. My friend introduced me to the term bisexual, and that is the term I stuck with for many years. It was simple, and it didn't cause me to be frustrated with myself. Get me wrong, I had supportive people in my life, but they kind of just tossed my problems aside because I knew my sexuality. I was bi. For my next topic, I like to say something I'm very ashamed of. I have dated more guys than I have girls, and about more than maybe 98% of them I did not like. I was still rejecting my lesbian part of myself, the part that liked the same gender. And gender is what brings me to my next talk about, 2020 was a tragic time for everybody, I believe. It was the worst I've ever felt. I had always quote-unquote joked about being trans to my friends. Now that I was alone, I was really considering it to not be a joke. I went through a very difficult period of going back and forth because I liked wearing dresses and cute things, but I also liked being masculine and looking like a dude. I liked my hair short, and I did some researching, and I found out the term non-binary. I loved the term non-binary. I even came out to my friends as non-binary and asked them to use they them pronouns, but something was wrong. I didn't feel right really labeling myself like this. This really nice person my sophomore year introduced me to the term genderqueer, and to sum it up, it's basically I'm not cis, but I don't want to really label myself, so I went with it. And they also gave me a flag, which was really cool of them. Entity figure out number 2. Number 2. This is going to be a really long segment, so just pay attention maybe. Backtracking to my 8th grade year, when I realized I didn't really like people, I was really confused. And thankfully, I sound like that's bad, but thankfully because of COVID, I was able to meet someone that labeled himself as an asexual. This person basically told me it's okay to not like people until you are comfortable with liking them. And I know I didn't go into detail about asexuality, but I felt comfortable with this, and I still do. I love it. So, identity figure out number 1. As you can tell from these photos, I was still claiming to be bi because I did not want to explore what I knew I should. I was so scared for some reason of trying to do something else, but I mainly think it's because of my family. Family-wise, I still was very alone. My parents kind of accepted me about being the, gay thing, but they didn't about the genderqueer stuff. Thought if I changed up the whole sexuality thing, they wouldn't accept me, especially for what I was researching. Was I omni? Pans. hey, I could be Arrow? What? And when people would tell me, hey, you're not bi, you're this, this, and that, I would just shut them out because, you know, I'm me. And that's all I could tolerate. I really sat down and thought, you know, asexuality and genderqueer have two things in common. They both are pretty umbrella and unlabeling terms. I realized at that moment that all the shit I went through as a kid because of my sexuality, even stuff I didn't include in this video because it's too personal, made me believe that I could not be what I was. All of the terrible thoughts, the things I did to myself, everything was because of the pain I felt. One, because of not being able to be myself, but more for another reason, but I can't say that here. And I realized being unlabeled was a thing. I could see that I wasn't alone. I have so many friends that are gay and bisexual and lesbian and everything you can imagine, and I realized that I was happy. I was content. I was okay with this. I was excited to find myself. And yeah, identity number 3. I do feel sometimes undermined by my sexuality because being unlabeled has gotten a lot of scrutiny in the press recently. I still believe I am valid because I am. You are valid unless you're obviously like really bad like maps and other things, but never feel bad because of who you are. Trans, pan, omni, poly, whatever you are, be you. And if you're going through some difficulties with finding out who you are, there are people to talk to. The Trevor Project is an amazing project to look into. Thank you. Hi, Future Clay here. I know this is coming really late for Pride Month, but I just felt like I didn't have really motivation to get this video out, but now I do, and these are just like some Pride photos I took during Pride Month. And yeah, if you ever need anything, my DMs are always open, which sounds kind of weird for saying that on YouTube, but yeah. Thanks. I'll see y'all next time, I guess, if I ever upload. Bye.